Hey everybody, HMV here,
The degeneracy of the hamlet is
with the
nothing
degeneracy of the
like
Hamlet in
when
Darkest Dungeon.
compared to the condition of surrounding acres.
I have decided that we're going to basically do what I said last time, which is send these four into the Cove. It's an easy run. There's really nothing to worry about. I've already trinketed them up. All we got to do is provision. So I'll talk when we get there. Okay, something interesting that I noticed a few times while playing. If I were to go up this way, even like obviously it's better to go this way than this way. But if I were to go up here and then go like this is actually a longer hallway than this one, so I'm actually walking less steps by going this way. And then this long hallway, sadly, I'm gonna have to go through, but it doesn't really matter that much. And actually, I want to peek my head out this door anyway, in case there's a curio right here. There is not. Pretty good haul. Journal page. Don't really care about it, but I'll take it. We got a wall in front of us. Okay, so far this is working the way I wanted it to, which means he's got pushed back into the second row, so he can do all of his moves. He being the abomination. That kind of sucks, but we can cure it quite easily. They pulled my trick on me. They stunned me. Fontamai, of course, has rabies, which is kind of like an awesome trinket. It gives you tons of damage, but it sacrifices a ton of accuracy. His accuracy is -10, which means it's pretty bad, but we're going to deal with it anyway. And I think the best move is to try to kill her, and there goes that accuracy. Like I said, it's awesome, perhaps not in the best way, but in the way that it's like a super trinket. It has a great positive and a great negative. I would have preferred to cure it, but I would have also preferred to keep going with the character. I'm thinking about stunning her, although he is bleeding. But yeah, let's try to keep the stress from going. This fight could be going better. I will happily admit. And of course, because he did his thing, he pushed him back. So we're gonna absolution to cure his stress and and some of his hit points from losing the bleed there. She still gets to go, which is super annoying. There's no reason she should still be alive this late into the game. It's just we're, as low-level characters, getting the tar beat out of us a little bit. I mean, we're actually doing pretty good. It just feels that way. These two guys together can kill either one of these. So really, we want to guarantee we can kill, and this will guarantee we can kill 4 points around as long as the blight hits, which there's really no reason why it shouldn't. And of course, that means it didn't. Her resist is 20%. Her blight chance is 70%. I guess only 70%, but it's 110% base. No, that's blight resistance. Yeah, so it's 110% base. Basically, at a 9 in 10 chance of that working, and it didn't. So we're gonna kill her with him. And then ideally, the abomination can now finally actually do an offensive move, which stuns this guy, which is awesome. Cure his bleed, might as well. And get the kill. I may not want to use his point-blank shot as much as I have been, and I did in that fight, simply because we have 2 shovels, so I think it's fair to use one here.
Another misfortune.
Although if this isn't a room fight, I'm going to be a little mad. Oh, it is. But I might not want to use his point-blank shot every round, unless I know I'm going to do absolution with the abomination. Okay, I want to kill this guy first, even though he's already gone. That's how much I hate him. And we're going to put blight on these 2 guys. Okay, 4 damage per round. They definitely need more work. Let's go ahead and stun this guy to give us more chances, because if this guy gets 2 moves, he explodes. And I think we're going to Abyssal Artillery here. Get a lot of damage. He's dead, and he gets 1 move. He kind of wasted that move. This is his only move. And he did well with it, as those guys tend to do.
Great is the weapon that cuts
This would be
on its own.
a great time for the Abomination to go first, but it's probably not going to happen. He's dead. He has tons of protection, so we're going to put Blight on him. Perfect timing for the Abomination to go first. Okay, he's got stun resist, so let's go ahead and stun this guy. And now I'm not going to feel bad doing a point-blank shot here. I'm aware of what happens with monsters with high prot. Thank you, I was just talking about it. Okay, we better get a heal in because we've taken some damage. That's perfect, and the A-bomb's going to get a chance to go. Might even get another stun in, which would be awesome. Crit heal didn't do much, but it did cure all your stress, so I'm not going to complain that much. This guy's speed is 0. The Abomination's speed is 5, so he should go first before this guy. So let's go ahead and heal this bleed here. And his best move is to try to stun him. Yeah, he has a pretty good stun, but not that good. More bleed, just annoying. I don't actually want to kill this guy right now. So if we do this bleed move, this definitely won't kill him. Wow, he's basically dead now, though. I did that move to do less damage to him, which is kind of hilarious. Pretty awesome crit heal there. Ideally, he'll be able to go first. Yep. And we might even get the kill with the Abomination. Now that we've taken care of everything, there's really no reason to do Absolution, so let's go ahead and just kill this guy. Should get a little bit of stress healing for that.
A faint hope blossoms.
Lots of goodies and a scout. Just a single one, and might as well go this way. 90%, 50%, 70% is kind of the trade-off mark, and of course it didn't work that time. But that doesn't mean it doesn't work sometimes.
Unsprung and thirsting for blood.
Okay, this can give you a positive quirk or a negative quirk. Or a disease, and we've already got a disease on you, so I'm thinking about giving it to you. I would like to give it to somebody who only has one positive quirk, though, in case that works, so we're going to actually give it to you instead. You do get a positive quirk from it. Cove Explorer, pretty much perfect right now. I don't know which one that is. Scouting chance. We like scouting chances. Let's go ahead and get the light up, because if we get a scout here, we'll know whether or not we have to go up here. And we do, and there's another obstacle there, which is kind of annoying because that's our last shovel. Or do we find another one? No, that's our last shovel. But we're going to keep going anyway. And we're going to try this again. There we go. Oh, this removes a negative quirk. No downside. Lygophobia, not a big deal. Thin-blooded, not a big deal. Zoophobia, not a big deal. Clumsy's bad, and that's it. So it's not a very good chance, but we're going to try to rid you of Clumsy. Resolution. You can drink again. We've cured you of your not drinking alcohol. I forgot to put my squad back. Not a huge deal. We might even get lucky and the Abomination will go first. But we don't. So let's bleed him. Or not. Then let's actually pull her forward. Yeah, we'll pull her forward and then do a point-blank shot to kill her. We will also double blight these guys. Not my favorite first turn move, and it didn't even work on this guy. But that, along with the stun, is what I was thinking about doing with this guy. Sadly, the blight didn't hit, so it didn't actually do anything to him. I'm going to do the point-blank shot to kill her. I just don't want the stress.
Maintain the offensive.
And then he's going to do an absolution because that's all he can do. He could transform, but there's I really want to not transform. Yeah, let's just go ahead and damage him here.
Unnerved, unbalanced.
So now we got bleed on 2 people, which is annoying. It's only 1 damage, but it is for 5 rounds. So I think we're going to take care of this one now. He's got a self-heal, so I'm not too concerned about him. Okay, he can't be targeted anymore. So we'll miss this guy. And yeah, we're going to keep going there. He killed one of them, that's nice. He's not going to eventually die from this, which sucks. Can't protect when from the repost, which is awesome. And he didn't even, oh, he did get the bleed. But it's still just 1 damage per round, so it's not that big of a deal. Let's go and stun this guy. And then stack more blight on him. 4 damage per round for 2 rounds. So a little bit more damage and he's dead. What's his bleed resist is 60. My bleed chance is 110. That's a 50-50 shot of bleeding. I think we're going to take it. And let's also put some blight on him. There we go. This is his last move. So we can heal up now in this next turn, which is nice. We're going to start by healing him, and then the Plague Doctor is going to do the same thing. And then he's going to be able to Absolution. He doesn't really have a self-heal move, so might as well just do something. Nice crit there. And let's just try to cure some stress, but obviously that's not going to work if you don't kill him. You got some stress though, might as well try. You failed too.
The slow death, unforeseen, unforgiving.
Wow. Definitely got to continue adventuring, obviously. The fish idol, I think, takes holy water, gives you buffs, and which is funny because we probably won't get much need for buffs, but we might as well do it. Let's go ahead and do it with him. He's our main damage dealer here. But we don't have holy water, so it doesn't matter anyway. So let's go ahead and continue going. Yeah, there's really no reason to stop. We have plenty of food. We have a shovel. And if we ever run out of shovels, no big deal. We'll just stop at that time. Okay, got a fight coming up. This guy is number 1. This guy is number 2. We're actually probably going to pull him forward. But we'll definitely do this. Could have done a stun, and that's probably the better move, but no big deal. Pulling him forward is less ideal now, so I think we're actually going to do that. If we can get a little more blight on him and some damage, he's dead. What does his blight move do? His blight move does 2 points of damage and no actual damage. So that'll put him up to 6, so he still needs 1 to die. So let's go ahead and just do that so he's dead. And then you can stun this guy. And then we can definitely do that. We can justify that.
Slowly, gently.
Because he can self-heal. That guy's gone already, so let's go ahead and kill the guy who hasn't gone yet. Let's go ahead and do an absolution here. And nobody's hurting, so let's go ahead and just stack up some blight. And if anybody gets to go first, he should die before he gets a chance to move. And nobody went first. But he's still dead before anybody took any more damage. There's that holy water we could have used. Not going to backtrack. Our second and final shovel, and we hit the bug. There's a wall here. There's a wall here that I can't get through without digging, and I'm not going to. I am actually going to backtrack all the way around, though, because it's a pretty good remainder of the level. It would really suck if I do all this backtracking and then there's a wall here. But yeah, I've seen that bug. I've reported it. I haven't heard anything about it, though. I thought I had figured out what the bug did, and I thought it if you were pushing the forward button as the wall was being destroyed, like you were prepared ahead of time to um, to go through the wall, that it somehow made the wall stay. But just there, I was not pushing forward on my button, and the wall was still there. So therefore, the bug has nothing to do with that. It's just rare enough that it seemed that way to me.
A fortune waiting to be spent.
Definitely no reason to keep the torchlight down. Okay, I want to pull this guy forward. Good dodges. So that means we want to kill this guy if we can. Yeah, if we blight, he'll die.
A death by inches.
Then we want to stun one of these guys, preferably the guy in front. He resisted it. Pull this guy forward so his next move is garbage. Yeah, so he's dead. We don't need to worry about him anymore is the idea. There's a pretty good chance that whatever move he does is going to get a massive riposte on him. So let's go ahead and... Actually, let's blight this guy up. The reason I did that is because the Highwayman's only target is this guy. So we want to make sure that that he has somebody to target, because we don't want a point-blank shot, and we don't want to... we can't hit this guy with his other moves. I think we're going to keep with the heals, which are obviously garbage. So now we're going to bleed this guy, or just kill him outright. Now he's got this garbage move. And the next turn he's dead. This guy, if we can stun him or damage him, actually not quite enough damage to kill him. I was hoping he would resist the move, though. That was exactly what I wanted. Then we can just kill him with him, and then his next move will kill him, but we have another chance. Let's go ahead and cure the bleed. Why not?
Be wary.
Okay, the first thing to go is the journal pages. They are completely useless as far as loot is concerned, because they are worth $0.
Stuff is only the first test.
It's sad that the game throws them at you in such such numbers, because I would love to keep them. I would love to have a reason to keep them. I just don't.
Mind that such missteps are the exception and not the rule.
Good thing we got a scout. No other wall, which is nice. So we had the right number of shovels. We just didn't have the ability to use them. Okay, if we can kill this guy, this fight is a lot easier. But we'll start like that. I just realized I had these guys out of order. We're gonna stun this guy. There's really no reason for him to stress relief, but he does have some physical damage, so might as well do absolution just to do that. I was hoping to kill that guy before he moved, but what are you gonna do? Funny he moved first. He would have done absolution anyway, which is basically a garbage move, so we didn't really lose any time on him. Let's go ahead and put a little blight on him. Trying to shock him again. That seems kind of mean. Guy's so damaging. Really doesn't matter as long as our guys survive this fight. There's really nothing that we worry about. So I'm not going to bother healing. I'm just gonna go for the damage. Yeah, let's not be. I was thinking about giving the Plague Doctor a chance at damage, but a killing blow that would heal her stress a little bit, but it's really not that big of a deal. Doesn't really matter who we give this to.
Is a slow and insidious killer. Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles. Paid for in blood.
And there is one more thing. If we get a hunger check here, I'll be very mad, but we don't. We're going to squelch the torch. That maximizes what you get out of the thing, and look at that. We still ended up with a journal page, even though we we prioritized stuff, so that's pretty good. But yeah, there was no danger here, no chance of no reasonable chance of losing. Didn't expect to have any problems whatsoever. Yeah, this is a new skilled gambler. Not a huge fan of it. I don't like the idea of gambling just by putting my people in the gambling hall. But I suppose if I'm going to relieve stress, that's a reason to pick him over someone else. The other ones, don't really care about these. Stress Eater, want to get rid of, and so I probably will. But let's go ahead and get back to town. See what happened while we were away. Idle Jesters gain a resolve level. Well, obviously we're not sending the Jester out. I don't even know if we have one. We don't. This would be the time to pick one up, that's for sure, and we can't, so that town event is garbage. Okay, Montefit has Stress Eater. We want to get rid of that. I just do not like it. I don't like things that change how much food you can consume or will consume. Definitely think this is worth it.
Experimental techniques
and
tonics can
I definitely think this is
a
worth it.
sharpened sword cannot.
And I even think this is worth it. Making these cheaper is just good all around. So we're gonna do that. Hopefully I didn't mess myself up in the guild or anything. I didn't, except for the fact I don't have the crests anymore, but not a huge deal. And then the blacksmith, we can't upgrade that, but we're waiting on deeds for that anyway. So it's deeds and portraits is what we care about in over here. We don't want to use those for anything but here, because this is such an important part of the level. And obviously we want Fontamai in the medical ward. We got to get rid of rabies. Let's go ahead and reduce the treatment costs while we can.
Methodologies and apparatus.
Treating diseases is pretty cheap, so it's not that big of a deal. And that's it for now. Next time, what do we got here? We have no long dungeons. We have 4 short ones, which really sucks. That means we're gonna pick one semi at random, but based on what we get here. The quickening satchel, not bad for the grave robber. The lucky dice, not bad for the jester, and the evasion essence, which we already have for the occultist. So that one we're definitely not doing. So we're gonna pick between the Wield and the Cove, and I don't know which one I'm gonna pick, and I don't know what crew I'm gonna send. I'll figure that out and tell you next time. I hope you enjoyed watching this, though. I definitely enjoyed playing it. I'm HMV, and I will, as always, talk at you later.